Does Starmer realise what he's done to the Royal Navy? Because a new Brexit border treaty has ignited a fierce row over sovereignty, not just sovereignty of Gibraltar, but sovereignty over the United Kingdom's Royal Navy vessels. Because under the agreement, Spanish officers acting on behalf of the EU could board and inspect Britain's military base in Gibraltar and any ships that pull in there. Under the new arrangement, Spain will be allowed to carry out inspections linked to protecting the EU single market. And that includes the ability to inspect aircraft, ships, infrastructure, military storage facilities, etc. This is highly classified stuff. I believe that they should not be having the right to do this, and I believe that the military would be quite within their rights to treat anyone boarding a ship like that as a combatant and deal with it appropriately. Spanish inspectors would operate under what they call special procedure and be accompanied by British personnel. But even so, why should they have the right to board our ships and inspect what we've got in our holds or in our missiles, our weaponry, our materiel for war? Who the hell do the Spanish think they are? Now, the UK would also have to notify Spain about movements of weapons to Gibraltar. Again, this is national security and top secret. Those government departments don't get told that. Why should we tell the Spanish anything? Tell the Spanish the only thing you're going to learn is to fuck off out of it and keep your nose out of our military. But the inspections, of course, are tied to the wider post-Brexit agreement that Starmer is desperate to tie us into to hand over all power to the unelected dictatorship in Brussels. Because it's another way of destroying Britain. Let's destroy the senior service. Let's destroy the Navy that's been there since the 800s, started by, who was it? Alfred the Great. There we go. Oh, yes, we can destroy the Navy. That's it then, isn't it? Let's destroy the Navy. Because he wants to destroy everything. The man's a traitor. Everyone knows he's a traitor. Why are we not dealing with him as a traitor? Why is he not arrested, held up in Parliament, treated like traitors should be treated, taken up to Tower Hill, dealt with? Now, these arrangements amount to serious concession because Spain has long claimed Gibraltar as its own, even though it's never owned it. It's never owned Gibraltar. We took Gibraltar from the Moors. That's why it's got the Moorish name, the Arabic name, Gibraltar. It was never Spanish. But opponents are arguing allowing Spanish officers to inspect British military assets on British soil is not only undermining sovereignty, it's undermining national security. We would never contemplate sharing sovereignty over RAF bases in Britain or the Falklands or anywhere else. So why Gibraltar? I'll tell you why. Sheer cowardice, sheer treason. And that wanker in number 10 done this deliberately. He wants to weaken us every possible way. There's going to be justice one day. He won't be in power when it happens, but it will come. That man is going to have to look over his shoulder for the remainder of his life. But let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.